So what is a USDA RD home loan? They're kind of one and the same, meaning that it's USDA, just like the meat, right? The agriculture. It's United States Department of Agriculture. They're also known as RD. Now, these are loans that are guaranteed by the federal government, and they're underwritten through the USDA. But here's what's really cool. You can get these loans and mortgages in every state around the country from select mortgage lenders. The money doesn't necessarily come from the government, but the government guarantees it, which means that your credit score can be a little bit lower than normal, and also your debt to income ratio can be a little bit higher than on a traditional conventional loan. So they put limitations on these loans, and they're for moderate to lower to income families in rural areas. But listen, don't let the word rural rule you out. And here's what I mean by that, because so often people are like, well, I don't want to live in a rural area. But listen, don't let it deter you, because personally, I live 30, 40 minutes from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm talking the French Quarter. I can be there in 40 minutes. However, my area where I live right here all falls within the rural development demographic. So it's something that people need to look into when it comes to purchasing your home, especially a first-time home. And it's not just for first-time home buyers, but what happens is that income bracket tends to be low to moderate. The income bracket in most of these areas is $110,000. So if you exceed $110,000 in your gross income per year, you won't qualify for an RD Rural Development Loan. So a lot of people ask me, Wayne, is RD, this rural development, this USDA loan that you talk about, is it truly really 100% financing? I can't emphasize enough. Yes, it is. You have to have a 620 or higher credit score. You got to have 2 years on your job to show that you actually work and you pay your taxes, and that income is traceable and trackable. And then from there, you can purchase a house. It's a 100% loan, meaning that the purchase price that you buy a home for, it's 100%. They're giving you the loan for the property. Now, how this becomes a no money down opportunity for every buyer looking to purchase a property is the seller pays your closing cost. And that's why I say it's so important that a good qualified agent that you have working with you understands this process to make sure that you get the closing cost paid for you on your behalf from the seller. Typically that runs 3 to 3.5%. So if the seller pays 3.5% of your closing cost and you're getting a 100% loan guaranteed by rural development through a lender that's approved, you get to purchase a house for very, very little out of pocket. So when you're doing an RD loan, USDA loan, how much money will you need out of pocket? I typically tell people you'll have to put down what they call a deposit. It's also called earnest money. It's basically telling the seller that, look, I'm in good earnest to purchase your property. I've been approved, and it runs around $500. You can do that on anything under around $250,000. More than that, it typically typicals up to around $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 and so on. But you can get that money back if you, for Lord forbid, the property not appraised or the home inspection go wrong, but it's your deposit that's being used as a down payment on the property. So you're going to get credit for that at the sale. So when I say it doesn't cost you any money, it costs you $500 up front for your earnest money deposit. However, you get that money back at closing. Now, the other thing, and I always recommend people get a home inspection on the property that they're purchasing, and that will run you about $400. And I know mortgage lenders right now, they're doing some crazy cool stuff, which is really good for you as first-time home buyers, second-time home buyers, third-time home buyers. And the reason why is because the refinancing has gone away, and these mortgage lenders have to become creative. They have to get creative if they want to keep their doors open. Yeah, that means stay in business, because they're not refining properties anymore, and they have to make sure that they're competitive when it comes to giving a person a loan to purchase a property. So let's sum it up. You have your earnest money deposit, $500 to $1,000, sometimes a little bit higher than that, depending on the price of the home. If you're purchasing a $400,000 home, you may want to put $2,500 down, especially when you're serious about purchasing that property. You want the seller to know you're serious about the property. Now, the $400 comes in with the home inspection on the property, and you don't get that money back. But other than that, that's pretty much it. The seller can do a clear termite letter for you. The appraisal can be ordered. That can be rolled into all of your closing costs, and it's pretty much literally $1,000. So I always tell people, look, if you can get your credit score to 620 and you've been working for 2 years and you have $1,000, buy a house. It doesn't matter if the rates are 7% or 10%. If you go rent somewhere, you have to understand you're paying 100% rent. Tell me what you're going to get after you live in that apartment or that home that you're renting that you do not own for 2 or 3 years. And I don't want to hear, well, if something breaks. No, if something breaks on an apartment, you call the manager and the maintenance guy comes out. Something breaks on your house, you get a good agent, get the seller to buy you an $800 home warranty, which is renewable every year. So it's paid the first year, you renew renew it the second year, own your own, but your house is covered. All the components, stove, dishwasher, refrigerator, heating and air system, all of that. Something goes wrong, you log into an app on your phone or a website or make a phone call, they come out and fix it for $100 a shot. Can't beat it. So it's really important that everyone know this product. It's USDA RD. So whether you're buying, building, flipping, owning, selling, it doesn't matter. You need to educate yourself to this. Watch more of my videos. Go to USDA.gov. Subscribe to our channel. Like our channel. Share this information. We're going to continue to bring you more and more of this information because this is a means that you can sell your property to a buyer through this USDA RD loan program. You can sell your new construction if you're building a property, and you could purchase a property for no money out of pocket. It's a great means and a great way to take advantage of what the federal government has given you to purchase a property. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Let us know how we can help, and please leave us questions and comments. I personally will respond.